Welcome to this month's episode of Conscious Connection, where soul meets soul. Each month we sit with a beautiful soul sharing their unique medicine, magic, and message with our world. Join the conversation. Good morning, and welcome to the Fear to Freedom Project. Welcome to this month's Conscious Connection. This is a monthly series where I introduce you to meaningful people with powerful resources who are shaping lives across the globe. These are the kinds of connections that don't just cross your path, they shift your perspective. Each conversation is an offering of wisdom, love, and remembrance to inspire your own journey from fear to freedom. I'd like to welcome Lily Li to the Fear to Freedom Project. Lily is a visionary founder of Awakening Starseeds and the Quantum Light Language Academy, where she leads a planetary mission to awaken 5 million starseeds within the next 5 years by helping them remember who they truly are and reclaiming their divine purpose. As a starseed activator, a quantum light language healer, a multi-dimensional mentor, and a best-selling author. He guides spiritually curious souls to remember who they truly are and reclaim their soul gifts and align with their divine mission on this earth. Welcome, Lily. Thank you so much for coming, sister.
Thank you so much, Deborah. I'm so super excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to dig right in because I just have so many questions for you. What a big mission to awaken 5 million starseeds in 5 years. How are you bringing this mission to life? And why is this mission so important to humanity right now?
Okay, yeah, so I have a funny story about that because initially
Okay.
when I was coming up with writing about it, channeling it, I originally actually had 1 million. So I was thinking to myself, 1 million star seeds in the next 5 years. But they corrected me, they meaning my higher self. They said, no, 5 million star seeds in the next 5 years. I was like, I guess they kind of sensed my tiny bit of a hesitation and they said, calculate it. I was like, okay. So I brought out the calculator, 5 million divided by the whole entire Earth population. It's not even
A scratch.
0.5%.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
even zero point 0.5. Yeah, so they're trying to say, don't worry about it. You can do it. It's nothing. It's
It's
not a huge number
nothing.
at all whatsoever. Just go for it. I'm like, sure. Okay.
I love that, though. I love that. Your higher self knows best.
So that is the type of person I am. I'm literally, I see the vision and I will take the next basically step with regards to however it is that I'm guided. If it's aligned, then I will go for it. I don't really question, I just do it. And so, why is it so important right now?
Hmm.
Like, what is the purpose of actually doing that? The whole purpose of doing that is, you know, how a lot of people right now is talking about ascension, talking about hey, bringing the earth to the new frequency, so on and so forth. But I don't hear a lot of
Yeah.
people talking about trying to anchor in that frequency. So that's where the
Hmm.
5 million the next 5 years comes in. And how does that work? Well, the way it works is that it's a ripple effect. So if why am I talking about star seeds? Really, star seeds, let's just say curious souls, because some people may not understand star seeds. But if it's anybody that is interested and have a question with regards to, what am I doing here? I have a feeling I'm here for a real purpose, you know, a real reason,
Hmm.
purpose, but maybe perhaps they don't understand why, right? That's where I come in. I'm here to help you activate who you truly are, activate your innate, which people like to call it psychic, but not me. I like to call it innate because all of us have it. Not just, it's not a gatekeeping thing. It's not just certain people have this. No, we all have it if you wish to tap in, right?
Hmm.
So I'm here to awaken to who you truly are, including your innate abilities, psychic abilities, as well as your soul dialect, light language, right? Because that's the fastest way to awaken to who you truly are, remembrance. So once you have all that, you will start to enjoy actually your life on earth because we're here to enjoy. Yes, some lessons, I mean, life lessons, depending on who you are and how you've actually written your life experiences before you came here. Believe it or not. And after
Mhm.
you do that, after you've awakened to who you truly are, you can start enjoying your life and then start to figure out what your purpose is and then accomplish it with ease. Because when you're
Mm.
suffering, when you are struggling with, all the day-to-day 3D things, even though you have a mission, you're like, my mission right now is getting food on the table, right? I
Right.
don't care about my soul mission, right? So that's why it's important to actually figure out who you truly are, activate that, right? And then you will be able to awaken to your mission and then accomplish it with ease. And once that happens, once the vibration raises, it's a ripple effect, right?
Mhm.
And then we are able to help anchor in that new frequency, new earth frequency, and
Mhm.
assist the rest of humanity to ascend accordingly. So, in a nutshell, that's what that is about.
No, that's beautiful. I think that's great. We do need to anchor in. We do need to change this earth. We need to change this world. We need an upgrade. And I believe that that's happening now and probably has started sometime, I don't know. For me, I wondered like what is a star seed? How do you know? So just basically you just have to be curious about why you're here because I was like what am I here for? It has to be something more than what I'm doing. I started to like question, like, what am I really here for? And once I had a spiritual awakening, that's when I started asking. Well, I probably asked some time before, but consciously now, like intentionally, I'm like, like, why am I here? It has to be for some purpose because I just don't see any other. Some of this earth experience is hard, it's painful, it's very interesting. And so I'm like, why would I do this?
I know, right?
When I found out or someone told me because I had a spiritual awakening, they were like, you chose to be here. And I think I fought that for like months. It was horrible. It was a horrible experience for me because I was like, I did not ask to be here. I don't believe that I would do this. And I just fought it and fought it and fought it for months. It was really bad. But now, I'm like, yeah, what is this all about? Why am I here? So I am finding that out. So you're saying, so like, are you saying that if you're curious about that, that makes you a starseed?
Yes, there are many different signs, but that is one of the major signs, as well as perhaps you also maybe felt like this is not your home, meaning
Yes.
yes, you may feel homesick for no reason, right? Yes.
Yeah, like when I was 14, I never wanted to. I started like really honestly flirting with the idea of suicide at 14. And cuz I was like I just don't want to be here. And I never I mean, I've gone through life and I've enjoyed it, but I have always had this that wasn't healthy, but and now it's gone, but I've always not wanted to be here. I wanted to kill myself a lot, really a lot. And so I had a soul contract reading and I found out why because it's not my home. I want to go home. And so yeah, I just cannot believe that because I still say that like I just feel sometimes out of place and I get homesick a lot, honestly. And I just would like to like not have that. I want to enjoy being here. So I'm starting to a little bit enjoy being here. And I'm being very transparent right now. I'm on my podcast, like talking about that, but I have to be honest with myself. I don't necessarily enjoy it all the time here.
Yes,
So,
yeah, yeah, because that is definitely a lot of starseeds experience, right? They feel
uh,
like they miss home, but then it doesn't make sense
yeah, because what
because,
is home?
yeah, because it's like maybe you are home, but you're missing home, It's kind of weird.
Yeah, weird.
Yes, yeah, yeah. So if you have that kind of feeling, most likely you are one, right? Or even growing up, if perhaps you feel like you don't belong, there is no group that you can really connect with, you may perhaps be the black sheep in the family, or you feel like your siblings, parents, anybody that's around you, they just don't understand you, you know? You could
Mm,
also be a starseed because I actually have a very extensive starseed quiz, like a free quiz on my website. And if you're interested, even in the word starseed, you're like, what is that? I'm curious. Or maybe you always love astronomy, you love looking at the sky, love looking at the stars. Maybe you've always wondered, there must be ETs out there, right? We cannot be the only
mm,
ones, perhaps, right? All
mm.
those are different signs, but definitely if you're curious, you're welcome to go check out the free quiz. It's very extensive, like meaning it's not a 2 minute quiz. It's very extensive. So if you're curious,
Okay.
go check it out.
Okay, I will do that. So you described light language for the first time like home to you. So what was that moment like for you? Like how did it change everything?
So I was actually just doing a regular, meditation where you listen to meditation, whatever. And then all of a sudden, this lady, usually she says normal stuff like, oh, close your eyes, breathe, this and that, blah, 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 imagine this, imagine that. Then she started speaking something. And I start bawling, right? Because it felt so familiar in a good way, like not
Mm,
sad, in a good way. I was like, oh my God, that feels like home. That feels so, so good. What is this? What is this? I'm like, it's not human language. It's not like as if it's like Russian or Italian or Japanese, like
mhm,
something that I've
mhm,
never, like a language I've never heard of. No, it's not human language, in my opinion, right? I'm thinking, no, it's not
right.
human. What is this? And you know how usually if you ask a question, answers are always around you if you're able to quiet your mind and allow them to come through.
Mm,
And once you do that, you will notice these answers are coming in because then it guided me to this Netflix series. It's called The OA, Original Angel.
mhm,
And I was just watching, yeah, I was just watching it. And then, this lady gathering these, I don't know, number of people. They're supposed to sit in a circle and she teaches them these hand gesture sequences, and something happens, right? So when I saw them do this, whatever the sequence is, I again started bawling. And usually I'm not that emotional. I need to qualify that so you understand, right? So
okay.
yeah, and then I saw that and I was like, what is this? This is so familiar. I know I am supposed to do that. I know I'm supposed to do that, and something is supposed to happen after I do whatever it is I do. What
Mhm,
is this? What is this? And I start bawling up. And then later I found out that's light language because light language comes in many forms. It's not just
mm,
spoken, it's also sung. It's also written and also appears in artwork and hand motion, right? You'll see me do this if I get to do a transmission activation later, or body movement like dancing. These are all ways, all various forms of light language. And I am pretty sure many of us actually are transmitting light language and they just don't know it.
yeah, yeah. The Akashic Records practitioner, Lorraine Butterfield, the one that guided me into my Akashic Records, she did sing. So it's interesting now that you said that she was singing when she did the light language. It was very high pitched, but she was singing. I was like, wow, that was very interesting. So
Yes.
let me ask you this. When you write your books, do you write in a conscious state or do the transmissions kind of flow through an altered state of awareness for you?
For me, I would say both in the
Mm,
sense that I am still conscious, just like when I channel light language and light codes, when I do the sessions with my students and my clients, I am
mhm,
conscious. Okay. But at the same time, it just flow in within me. I can just channel it. I'm connected and it just flows through. And that is also an example when I teach light language or teach the remembrance rather of light language. I also say an example that you will know you're actually speaking it is, again, everybody's different, okay? But I'm just talking about with regards to it's a soul dialect. We have a vibration, have a frequency. And if we do, because we're a living thing, if we do, we make a sound. So that sound is a soul dialect, okay? Because light language means many different things. It's like an umbrella term, okay?
Mm,
So if you're able to articulate it, you can literally start talking, start speaking light language, and start going, okay, what am I eating for breakfast tomorrow? Do I actually have that ingredient? Like, but you're thinking, oh, okay, I want to eat a yogurt. But do I still have yogurt in the fridge? Right? Or maybe I need to get some strawberries, but then you're still speaking it. Why do I ask them to
mm,
do that as a practice? Because it'll show you when you practice that you are actually not making it up. Because if you're making up something, you're trying to speak a string of nonsense and you're making it up, you'll notice that your brain is going, okay, what's the next sound I'm going to make? I'm going to maybe make this sound or make that sound, right? But whereas if you're able to allow it to flow freely, your mind can think of other things. So that's why
mm,
when I do it, because when I'm actually focused, that's just practice. But when I am, let's just say, working on a client or working with my students, or maybe working on my books, right? I would, of course, focus on what I am channeling, but I'm still consciously aware of
mhm.
my surrounding. I'm still consciously aware of what's going on.
So, how do you quiet your mind? Like, if someone is, because I know I think all the time when I tell you, and there have been moments where, there are moments when I do quiet my mind, but I want my mind to shut off like literally all the time. I wake up and they're just thoughts, they just start to come in. So, for someone like me, how do you quiet that? And I know meditation, but I cannot sit in meditation all day long, you know?
Yeah, actually, the traditional way of meditating, which is sitting there and just, go hum, whatever, I find it not as it's not for everyone. Okay, put it that way. It's not for everyone. Okay, and me, for example, I did start meditating. I would say at the beginning, maybe I tried to sit for half an hour, maximum an hour at the beginning, at the very beginning of so-called my awakening phase. But then I actually don't do that anymore. So what I
Mm.
find very effective, or more effective for me, because everybody's different, but for me is do something instead. Because you don't have to just meditate by sitting there and going lotus pose, no. There are other ways of meditating. You can actually go for a walk. That's actually meditating. You can
Yeah,
wash
I did a
dishes, do
walking.
chores.
Yeah. Sorry to interject, but I did walking meditation this past Saturday with a group, and it was pretty amazing, I
Yes.
must say.
Yes, and why does that work so well for us? Like for me too, right? Is because some people call it monkey mind, right? Or your human, I like to call it your human, like to be kept busy. Once it's kept
Yeah.
busy, then your higher self or whoever it is you would like to channel, your guides, it's a lot easier for them to come through because your human will no longer gatekeep and they will no longer go, okay, what's going on? Who's trying to come? No, no, not them. Focus. And then start giving you a lot of other things that's going on that your mind is just going in circles. Whereas if you give them a job, walking, you have to focus, or driving, you have to make sure lights, green light, humans walking around, cars, give them something to do. Once you give them something to do, that is kind of like meditating, right? It truly is. Because the
Mm.
act of meditation is really to just quiet your mind so you're able to channel higher wisdom, right? Or relax your mind, right? But that's
Mm.
one of the ways for us to relax our minds and to so-called meditate.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, someone suggested that I do maybe some creative meditation, like art meditation or
Yes,
something like that. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yep, and I'm going to meet with a friend to do some artistic stuff to just kind of tap into that because I was like, I'm not artsy, but I am. I have all of that. I'm all the things. I'm everything. So I'm going to start tapping into that a little more. So, what does New Earth embodiment mean?
New Earth embodiment. So, the way that I see it, what it really means is that we are no longer going to be so attached to the matrix.
Mm,
Okay. There will be freedom. Free. You will feel free. Things will come within you. Abundance will come in with ease. Abundance in every way that you desire. Because all of
Mm,
us have a different want, right? Not everything is this, like, not all of us want the same things. So, whatever it is you desire, you wish for, the abundance, as I like to call it, in every way, it'll come in with ease. There's
mm,
no longer fear, right? No
mm.
longer the stress
Yeah,
of, I need
resistance.
to, yes, resistance. There's no longer any of that. And that's
Mm.
the way it will be.
Yeah, that sounds beautiful. I can't wait for that earth to show up, honestly. I want to be a part of that earth because I do. I do. I mean, it seems I want that. And yeah, I've always wanted that. I've always felt like this place is just weird. Like, I remember as a young person thinking, man, they got it all upside down here. But I just have not remembered, I'm just remembering who I am. But so now that I do remember, it sometimes feels like the distance between like me knowing actually what is and actually manifesting or experiencing that, there's a long distance. And it's that process of getting there. And that process for me is I just want to be there. I want it all to be over and it to just happen. I really do. I
Yeah.
mean, I am like exhausted with this place.
Yeah, and
Seriously.
that is because we're so used to, because when we're in the other dimensions, everything just came like this, right? Because
Yeah.
we're in this 3D reality, it's dense, it's way denser, way, way denser. That's why things take a lot longer to happen. Because if you
Mm,
have a vision of what it's supposed to be, it's already there. It's there. Just like the new earth, it's there already. We just have to pull in, we just have to raise the frequency
mm,
to anchor in that frequency in order for us to attract it in, right? It's
okay.
there. It
Yeah.
absolutely is there. It's just a 3D, sense.
Yeah, yeah.
But we chose to be
That
here. That's a bit dense.
I know I have to always go back to I chose this and I'm like I'm going to be on a new life committee and I have always started saying I'm going to be on the new life committee. I don't like this life. We need to like redo it. And I'm like talking to God like, yeah, I want to have a conversation with you about this thing here. I'm always talking like that. So, for someone that is new to their awakening, what would you say like what are the first steps that they can take to reconnect to their soul gifts? How will they know that? What do they need to do?
Honestly, the quickest way is to activate your light language, your soul dialect. Okay,
Mm,
that is the quickest way. Because once you're able to do that, once you actually tap into that remembrance, then it's a lot easier to align yourself because you're able to raise your frequency so quickly. Of
mm,
course, everything is if you wish, right? You're able to raise your frequency so quickly. And once you do that, you're able to connect with whatever it is you wish, your higher self, your spirit guides, source, so on and so forth, right? So that would be the quickest way. That's why I'm here to normalize light language because it is
mm,
a soul dialect. There are literally gazillions of light language dialects out there. Because if
mm,
you are a living thing, you have a frequency, you have a frequency, you have a vibration, you have a vibration, you make a sound, even if our human ears cannot hear it. Just like the plant wave technology, you know how it looks like a pen thing and you kind of, or something, a clip, you clip on a plant, and then you
mm,
hear the beautiful sound that they make. That is an
mm.
excellent example of a living thing. We cannot hear the sound they make, but they make a sound, right? So that's why there are gazillions and gazillions of light language out there. And you're able to tap into your soul dialect, light language, then that would be the fastest way to awaken to who you truly are.
So you talked about like raising your frequency. How would someone do that, you know? What would they do to raise their frequency?
Okay, so for depending, if you do not know soul dialect and light language, okay,
Mhm.
let's talk about that group first. If you don't know, change your mindset. Change what you are thinking because all of us are powerful creators of our own reality, whether or not you want to believe it or not. First of all, get out of the victim mentality because we're no
Mm,
victims. None of us are. I'm talking about adults. Adults, none of us are. Okay, we're not. So once you get out of the victim mentality, then you realize you are able to change your mind, focus. You can focus your mind on anything that you would like because you will realize that once you focus your attention on something positive, you will feel so much better. Again, if you wish. The reason why I'm keep on saying if you wish is because truly many people don't wish. Or
Yes, exactly.
they say they wish, but really they don't because they don't put in the effort to do that. If you don't put in the effort,
Yeah.
then you don't wish because it's like you don't mean it. You're just saying it. But if you need to put in the effort.
Yeah, and people are very comfortable with being a victim because it's easy to blame someone else than to really take a look at your own self and say, shit, I'm responsible for this. This is
Yes,
my doing. Everything points back to yourself. So, yeah, you're right. And because we all are sovereign beings, we all have a choice. So, if you choose to be a victim, then it is your choice. That's fine. So, I like the fact that you say, if you wish. Yeah.
absolutely.
So that's good. Yeah, changing your mindset. That's a really big one. Well, do you have any light language to share with me? Any activations, any clearings that you want? For me, I am definitely open to clear anything that's holding me back and any activations that you would give me to that's going to continue to serve the greater good of all because again, I am not just here hanging out for me. I'm not. I can't be. I couldn't have come here just for me. I wouldn't have come.
Okay, I do have something in mind. I'm called to do this actually, if you're ready though. Do you speak light language?
No, I don't even know. I've never no.
Okay, do you wish to tap into your soul dialect, light
If I have
language?
a soul dialect, I
Oh yeah,
would
we all
like to
do.
tap into in yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah?
I'm
Okay.
a great student.
Okay. All right. So actually that's what I will do for you actually. I've never done this for a host before, but I will do it for you.
Okay. Well,
Yeah?
thank you.
Okay. So how much time do we have? Maybe if you can just let me know.
Yeah, whatever time you want.
Okay. All right. So let's do it. Okay. I'm going
Okay.
to walk you through a clearing and center meditation. And after I do that, then I will tap into your energy, and then I will connect with your higher self, and they will guide me with regards to what is blocking you from articulating your light language soul dialect. Okay, and from
Okay.
activating your light language and soul dialect. And then I will bring in the light codes to help you with your remembrance
Okay.
and articulation. Okay, are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
Yes, you're ready. Okay,
Yes, I'm totally ready.
all right. Okay, so close your eyes, find a comfortable sitting position, and let's take 3 deep breath. Imagine a beautiful red cord shooting out of your tailbone, going all the way deep, 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 deep down into the earth's core. It goes deeper and deeper and deeper until it finds a beautiful black obsidian crystal in the size of a boulder. Now, red represents the color of root chakra, and the black obsidian crystal is known to absorb any dense energy. Once the beautiful red cord wraps itself around the black obsidian, snugly, not tightly, then it begins to expand even wider and wider and wider and even deeper and deeper and deeper into Mother Earth as if they are the roots of a ginormous ancient oak tree. Now, simultaneously at the same time, there's a beautiful golden white light shooting out of your crown, going all the way up, 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 up into the sky. It goes higher and higher and higher until it finds your soul star. You do not need to know what that is. Your higher self will take you there. Once the beautiful golden white light finds your soul star, it'll wrap itself around it again snugly, not tightly. Then it will shoot right back in through your crown, and as it hits your heart space, it will start to expand into every single cell of your body. Once it does that, It will start to expand outside of your body. It'll grow taller and taller and taller until it's way taller than you. And it'll grow wider and wider and wider until it's way wider than the span of your arms, as they are stretched out as wide as possible. Now, this is the container that we will be working in today. Only anything of the highest good for me and for you are allowed to enter and out. So at this point in time, there will be a couple of minutes of silence as I tap in to your energy and connect with your higher self. And they will guide me to where it is that you currently are holding any blockages that is stopping you from articulating and activating your soul dialect or light language. I will then assist you in clearing that and then bring through the light codes of remembrance and activate your soul dialect and light language. So I will do that right now. Okay, when I tapped in, the first thing that they showed me is they would like me to assist with your solar plexus area to help clear any self-doubt. And also, there may be also a bit of anxiety or fear. Your heart beat feels a bit quicker than usual. So they'd also like me to assist with that. Of course, it may be a tad of excitement as well. So that is what I'm going to do, as well as clearing the throat. So that's what I'm going to do. And if you happen to experience any physical discomforts, just ease, stay, remain relaxed, and allow my light codes and light language to vibrate the dense energy out. And if you happen to experience any physical release sensations, such as you feel like burping, yawning, coughing, stretching, moving around, please do so, because that is a way also to release your dense energy. Best to release it, don't hold it in. Pita rata 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 ra. Pita rata 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 rata. Pita roto 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 rata ra 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 ra. Pita ra 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 ra. Pita rata 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 rata. Chiquito tata rata karata rata karata toto. Pita rata rata tara tata tara tara. Pita rata rata tara tara tara. Chiquito tara para chiquita tara tara tara. Pita pita. What? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Slowly come back to me when you're ready and let me know how you feel.
That was a lot. That was a lot. Wow. I'm here.
How are you? What
That
did you
was a lot.
experience?
Well, at first, I was nervous of the unknown. I've been dealing with fears of the unknown and
Yes, I felt
a
that.
lot before this day. So it's been happening for the last week or so. So, yeah, so I felt my heart was a little, it was beating very fast, but I am open because I trust. So, but I feel a little lightheaded now, a little dizzy, a little bit, just a little lightheaded. So I'm just trying to come back
Ground.
here. Yeah, I am grounding myself but I felt a little nervous in the beginning because I am doing this on my podcast. So I'm
I
being
felt
very
that. Yes.
vulnerable and transparent to everyone. And so there's always that fear of someone thinking you're crazy or whatever, but I just care not to care anymore. So when you said that it's best to release it, that's when I just had to let it go because I think I was holding back.
Yes.
So did you feel that?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
holding back, but I just had to release, like I just couldn't hold back anymore. I just had to let it go and it just started feeling I started to feel a lot of, let's say, vibration in my body. It was overwhelming and it started feeling like I was dizzy and just kind of like whenever I had a concussion before and it just felt very dense and stuff all the time. And so I started to feel that. I feel like I'm back here now. I feel a little more grounded. I'm back. Wow, that was very interesting. That was a lot but I feel grounded. I feel like I'm back. Thank you. I'm not sure what just happened, but it was a lot. What did you sense? You were spot on because my heart was it was beating pretty fast
Yes,
in the
it was
beginning.
beating. Yes, it was. And I could feel the anxiety building. And
Yep.
there was tad of excitement, as I mentioned, but it's more anxiety and fear because I
Yeah.
felt that. And
Yeah.
there were, um, again, in the solar plexus area, right? And you're unsure of yourself, not sure. Your
Yep.
throat was a bit blocked, as I mentioned. And it was just, and I could feel that you are building and not releasing, right? That's why I said release it, release it. You may feel this. If you
Yeah.
feel it, release it. It's extremely important because if you don't release it, it's there. Just say you were mentioning about feeling dizzy. That's where you happen to be storing your dense energy, right? Part of it. So if you don't release it, then you still feel
Yeah.
it, whatever it is. Everybody is different. Okay. So that's why I say don't fear, because some people will be afraid and go, whoa, she is speaking this weird thing and I'm getting dizzy. It must be her,
Yeah.
right? So that's what I'm saying. When you feel any physical discomforts, relax into it. Acknowledge it. You can say, okay,
Yeah.
like what you did. I feel a bit dizzy, right? Acknowledge it. And don't tense up, because if you tense up, it'll be harder, because the reason why you're feeling is because my vibration, my light code, my light language is coming in to release, to kind of loosen up your dense energy, wherever it is in your body. Everybody is different. So right now I'm just
Yeah.
working on you. If I'm working in a group, it'll be different, right?
Yeah.
You happen to be storing it in wherever. So that's where you happen to feel it. So when you feel, oh, there's movement, oh, I'm feeling dizzy, that's where your dense energy is. That's where I am loosening it up. So if you remain relaxed, it'll be a lot easier for me to help you release it too, in addition to your physical release, right?
Yeah.
Those are all things that's helping me to help you, to help me, help you, help me, help you to
Yeah.
release all that, right? So we're working together. So once
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
release whatever it is you need to release, that's why you feel better. Because I know you can release even more. It's just that we're on a podcast, right? Because
Yeah.
there was more that you can release. So what you could do is you can come back and listen to this, because you recorded it. Come back, listen to it, and allow more to release, because there
Okay.
is more. There are more. Allow it to
Yes.
release. Yes.
That's so true. I mean, honestly, I'm storing a lot and I am practicing and I know that I have to release things. I'm just not sure how. I cry a lot. A lot comes out in tears. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to cry on this podcast, but I couldn't help it. I just came. I just had to cry because that's a form of release for me. And
Absolutely.
so, okay,
Absolutely. You
yeah, I
should
do it a lot.
absolutely do it. Yes, because even part of the light language, when I do these sessions, crying, even laughing, that's all normal. Just release,
Mm,
just let it
yeah.
out. Coughing, burping, yawning. It's not rude when you're in an energy session. It's in fact highly encouraged because it's like, yes,
Okay.
it's working. You're releasing. Yes, yes, do that, do that.
Yes.
It's highly encouraged. So back to your original question, which I didn't really answer, your initial first question, which is what you asked. 5 million, you're going to activate 5 million people in the next 5 years. How are you planning to do that? Exactly this.
Mm,
I just demonstrated it, because I'm planning to
yes.
gift away free light language activation. They are actually private sessions are $222 with me. I am planning to gift away this free activation. Okay, so that all of us, whoever that is aligned to this global mission, though, you have to be aligned to a global mission, because there is an energy exchange, right? The energy
Mm,
exchange is you have to feel totally absolutely aligned with this global mission of awakening 5 million star seeds in the next 5 years, and normalizing light language by how, by actually sharing this on your social media, sharing with your friends, saying, hey, there's a free activation Lily is doing, sign up, because this is how
yeah.
I experienced it, or I just signed up, it's free, do it, right? I just signed up.
Yes.
After you start speaking, hey, I'm speaking light language, so people will be like, oh, what is this light language? What is this person talking about? What is that person? How come all these light language feeds are coming on and these are just normal people. They're just regular people. That's why I want to normalize it. So if you feel aligned to this soul purpose, this global mission, then please do share. Please do share with your tribe, within your social media, and so on and so forth. And I will share the link as well. So you can share the link out. And so other people will be able to activate their light language and start speaking it too. Like, how wonderful would it be? Amazing. If, like, my vision is walking on the street. My vision, which is, it's already happening. We just have to raise the frequency to bring it in, right? walking down the street, you hear people going, no more, like, what is she saying? There's a hidden agenda there. It's like, no hidden. You can, like, literally know exactly what they're saying. You can feel it, right? Because there are other ways of, yeah, you can absolutely understand what the person is saying. There's no hidden,
Mm-hmm,
nothing, no hidden
mm-hmm.
agenda. Look how beautiful that would be. That's my dream.
That would be beautiful and absolutely. And I will definitely have the links to work with Lily Lee and to possibly get an activation gifted to you in the show notes to the audience that is seeing this. And so how can people work with you for the audience that is listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and iHeartRadio? How can people get in touch with you?
Absolutely. Also, either on my Linktree link or my website. My website is awakeningstarseeds.com. And
Yes.
for the Linktree link, I'm like hesitate to say it because I don't want to give you the wrong link.
Yeah, you send it to me. I can put it in
Yes,
the show
thank
notes so that people can not be confused about that.
yes.
And wow, we just did a light code activation for Dr. Deborah here on the Fear to Freedom Project. You don't get any better than this. You really don't. And I am so grateful to you for gifting that to me. And this podcast is going to be shared out with the world. And I'm very excited about your mission. I am sending you so much love and light, and I support your mission. I really do, because it is going to help to bring new earth embodiment to humanity. And I'm all about that. I really am. Thank you. I feel a lot better. I feel more grounded. I'm back. That took a lot for me to get back here. So thank you. Thank you so much. There's a question that I like to ask every guest. What are you most excited about in life right now?
I'm actually looking forward to the new earth vibration. It is there. It's already there. It is there, right? It is there. We just need everyone's help, whoever it is that is aligned to this. Again, it's only not even 0.5 of the population, not even 0.5% of the
Yeah.
population, right? Don't be scared with the 5 million number. It's really not even 0.5%, not even half a percent of the population. Just imagine if you are aligned to this. I've already
Yeah.
removed the first initial, let's just say, how do you call it? The wall, barrier of perhaps you're like, oh, I want to, you don't have money or you don't want to invest in yourself. Hey, it's free. I'll activate you for free, right? As long I remove the barrier, there's no more excuses, right? No more
Mhm.
excuses. Time to wake up if you wish. Again, I always say that. If you wish, okay, don't lie to
If you
yourself,
wish.
right? Don't continue to say, I wish, but don't do anything. That means no, literally you don't really mean it, right? So if you mean it, do it because there's no more excuses, right? The barrier is removed. The
Mm,
activation, free activation is there. I'm here to assist. You just need to assist with the energy exchange so we can ripple effect, right? Have that ripple effect. Have
mhm,
this, get this information out there, get this activation, free activation out there. So people who are wanting to wake up and help humanity to anchor in the new earth, we can do it. So my offer, my free activation is a
mm.
group activation. And I'm planning to do
Okay.
it like every Wednesday.
Feel a lot lighter. So I thank you for that, my sister, my sweet sister. Thank you,
My
Lily.
pleasure.
As we come to a close, if this resonated with you, to like and subscribe to this channel so that we can embody the new earth, so that we can help our brothers and sisters to reach the potential to actualize what they came here for. That's what I'm doing. May the frequencies that were shared today ripple through your soul like a starlight and awaken what has already lived within you. Remember, you are not lost. I am not lost. Lily is not lost. We are simply remembering. Your gifts, your purpose, your light is already here and it's already alive. May you walk in freedom, embody your divinity, and shine boldly as the star seed that you are. Until the next time, peace and love and light. Thank you, Lily. See you soon.
Bye. Thank you.